One of the greatest errors that may be made is underestimating the high value of anything. Sigma males are not necessarily less harmful than alpha males just because they are not typical alpha males. Sigma males are the sort of men that are silent but lethal. Underestimating them is a mistake you do not want to make. They are extraordinarily brilliant and determined, not because they are physically robust. While they appear composed on the surface, they constantly think 10 steps ahead. This makes him a highly dangerous adversary against whom you should constantly use caution. High-value Sigma guys are the observant, reticent individuals. They are always thinking, constantly preparing, and constantly prepared to act. You should avoid providing Sigma with a motive to attack you. This in no way implies that Sigmas are bad boys. In reality, they are really gentle and tolerant, but you should never walk on his tail since it can burn you. Nothing is more hazardous than a Sigma member with a grudge. Here are 12 reasons why Sigma men of great value are the most deadly species. 1. They are more complex than they appear. On first acquaintance, you may not think much of a Sigma. He appears to be a regular man, yet this is precisely what they want you to believe. They wish to fit in and not attract attention, but make no mistake, there is a great deal on underneath that placid facade. They have more knowledge than they let on, making them extremely hazardous. If you intend to annoy the Sigma, you must be prepared for that. Sigma males are often reserved and silent because they are continuously watching and absorbing information. Their constant processing and scheming makes them extremely difficult to comprehend. You can never know what a Sigma is thinking, and you should not underestimate this. In terms of intelligence and determination, what you see on the surface is not what you get from a Sigma guy. They are far more complicated than they initially look. This is the kind of someone you want on your side, but never want to cross paths with. They do not appreciate being crossed. Crossing a high-value Sigma guy will result in rapid learning. It was a terrible plan. They do not tolerate being disrespected, especially when it involves an issue about which they feel strongly. Obviously, if someone did something to him inadvertently, Sigma would recognize it immediately and not take it personally. But if you intentionally wrong him, he will not forgive you. Especially if you inappropriately touched him, you may believe you can get away with it, but he will set you up. As spiteful as the high-status Sigma man appears, he will guarantee that you regret having crossed him, but it may not be today or tomorrow. He is not, in fact, spiteful. He just doesn't like it. When someone purposefully annoys him for their own benefit, he prefers to avoid conflict and remain out of other people's affairs. However, if you deliver it to his doorstep, he would not hesitate to show you who is in charge. It is akin to a personal struggle for him, and he will not let up until he triumphs. He will correct your behavior. Therefore, you recognize that such conduct is not tolerated. Whether at business, in his personal life, or online, the Sigma will not tolerate dishonesty. You may have believed that you might defeat him, but you will soon learn that you were grossly mistaken. They are adept at reading people and manipulating circumstances. When interacting with a high-value Sigma guy, you are not dealing with a typical individual. They are exceptional in reading people and comprehending their motives. This makes them extremely dangerous, since they are able to manipulate situations to their advantage. They are adept at pressing the appropriate buttons and always manage to achieve their goals. This talent is particularly useful when attempting to obtain information from someone, since they are adept at questioning and can frequently coerce someone into revealing things they never planned. There is no use in trying to deceive or conceal anything from them, since they will see through you. If you lie to a Sigma, he will pretend to believe you in order to determine your next action. He behaves extremely passively, leading you to believe that you are in charge, but he is actually the one pulling all the strings. He wants to test your resolve while the dominant man behaves violently. Use reverse psych after he has lied to a high-value Sigma male. Even when it appears that he is not in control, he always is. He understands how to influence situations more discreetly than anybody else. They will forgive you but never forget you. High-value Sigma guys possess a phenomenal memory and never forget anything. This is both fortunate and unfortunate. If they have been wronged in the past, they will never forgive you. However, if you have been good, once you have won their trust, they will also never forget that they will be devoted to you forever. They may not exhibit it, but they are truly sentimental people. Therefore, many Sigmas have difficulty letting go of the past. They may forgive you, but they will never forget what you've done if you make another mistake, regardless of how minor the game is. They will swiftly recall your previous mistakes and eliminate you from their lives. It is therefore essential to use extreme caution while interacting with a high-value Sigma man. They may appear to be emotionless, yet they truly exhibit a variety of emotions. They simply conceal them extremely nicely. Perhaps you believe you have deceived him, but he truly knows everything. He is only awaiting the ideal opportunity to reveal that he knows exactly what you've been up to. They are really tenacious and determined. Sigma guys are among the most resilient and driven individuals you'll ever encounter. No matter how difficult things become, they never give up and always find a way to conquer every hurdle in their path. This is due to their extraordinary desire to achieve. They consistently establish ambitious goals and work hard to accomplish them. They never quit up, regardless of how often they fail. They continually find a way to get back up and try again. They are true warriors who never abandon their aspirations. Know that if you ever cross a high-value Sigma guy, you are in for a lengthy struggle. He will not give up until he has won. They are also extremely determined to achieve their goals. If they have a goal in mind, they will stop at nothing to achieve it. This makes him a highly deadly adversary in both professional and personal relationships. If you cross him, he will not stop until he has you in his grasp. But if you are on his good side, he will be a formidable friend who will do whatever to assist you in achieving your objectives. Yes, certainly, everyone is motivated and tenacious, but the Sigma takes it to an entirely different level. In terms of determination and resiliency, they are in a league of their own. Therefore, you should always be cautious when handling a Sigma. Nobody knows what he is capable of doing. They never reveal their genuine motives. The Sigma guy is an expert impersonator. When he feels threatened, he never reveals his genuine objectives, making it extremely difficult to determine what he truly believes. He is constantly calculating and a master at playing his cards. This makes him a challenging individual since you never know what he will do next. He prefers to keep others guessing and off balance. There is a great deal going on behind that blank expression, whereas the dominant man is more forthcoming. The high-value Sigma guy is better protected when he intends to cause trouble. They are observing in silence. Sigma males are typically the most reserved members of the group, but this does not imply that they are not paying attention. They are taking in and studying everything around them. They constantly observe and learn. This is how they get so much information about the surrounding world. They may not speak much, but they are always aware of what is occurring. They understand more than you believe. Therefore, if you ever see a high-value Sigma male, you should avoid him. Before you make a move, you must examine what they may know about you and be prepared for the repercussions. While others may simply go with the flow, Sigma males are always scheming and strategizing. Their thinking is always engaged in determining the most efficient means of achieving their objectives. This makes them a formidable adversary since they are constantly one step ahead. If you ever find yourself competing against a Sigma guy, you will likely be at a disadvantage. You may be certain that he has already devised a strategy to defeat you. They are continually looking for methods to get an advantage over their opponents. They are excellent at anticipating everything. Have you ever played chess with a distinguished Sigma male? If so, you know they are constantly 10 steps ahead of you. They continually strategize and plan for all potential outcomes. This makes them exceedingly difficult to beat, since they have already considered every possible action. He is adept at anticipating your actions and always appears to be several steps ahead. He is extremely dangerous since he is always well prepared for any eventuality. You should never oppose a Sigma because they will always find a way to prevail. This suggests that they constantly have something up their sleeve, which many people dislike. Therefore, it's best to be on the good side. 9. They may easily identify your shortcomings. Sigmas are extremely perceptive individuals. If you walk on their trail, they will rapidly discover your vulnerability. They are aware of how to use this against you and will always find a way to exploit it, despite the fact that they appear to have forgotten about it. They truly pay great attention to everything occurring in their surroundings. You may believe you are getting away with anything, but if you truly irritate them, they will get you back when you least expect it because they know how to bide their time and wait for the ideal opportunity. It's as though they have a mental record of your previous behaviors and statements. Therefore, if you made a grave error, they would ensure you paid for it. If Sigma has not acted against you for an extended period of time, he has either forgiven you or found a way to go on. So you may consider yourself lucky. However, if he truly cannot let go, he will find a method to make you feel like his. Sigma men are forgiving and don't spend their energy on people who don't deserve it, despite the fact that they sometimes make mistakes against them, but they may also be quite stubborn. If you truly offend them, they are not the kind to resort to physical violence. Rather, they will use their intelligence to make sure you don't know what struck you. They are exceptionally sensible. Sigma guys are among the most reasonable individuals you will ever encounter. They never allow their emotions to cloud their judgment. They always think clearly and base their conclusions on logic. If you dispute with a Sigma, you will immediately discover that their comments are always supported by reasoning. Appealing to their emotions is ineffective. You cannot win an argument against a Sigma by appealing to their emotions. You must be able to support your assertions with reasoning and proof. If you would like to win there. Otherwise, people will view you as simply another person attempting to exploit them. In such a situation, they will likely ignore you or worse. Make an attempt to put you in your place. 11. They possess an extremely high degree of self-control. Sigma guys constantly retain their calm, regardless of the circumstances. This is due to their strong self-esteem. They never allow their emotions to overcome them. It doesn't matter if they've just been insulted or if they're in a heated dispute. They always maintain their composure and think rationally, which is one of the reasons why they are such deadly opponents. When facing a Sigma, it is impossible to provoke him to lose his anger. You can never get someone to do something against their will. They are constantly in command of the issue and never allow their emotions to cloud their judgment. This is one of the reasons why they are such wonderful leaders. They never allow their emotions to interfere with decision-making. People always look up to and admire them because of this. They are not frightened to express their opinions. Sigma guys are unafraid to express their opinions regardless of who they oppose. They are always forthright and sincere. They never sugarcoat things or attempt to seem better than they are. If you request their opinion, they will offer you an honest response. Even if it may not be what you desire to hear. If you believe that you can manipulate a Sigma into agreeing with you, you are gravely incorrect. They will never agree with you simply for the sake of agreement. They will always tell you their sincere opinion, even if it differs from what you were anticipating. This may often be off-putting to those who are not accustomed to it. If you can get over it, though, you will quickly discover that high-value Sigma guys are among the most trustworthy individuals you will ever encounter. They will always tell you the truth, regardless of how it may make you feel.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.